Ladies and gentlemen, this is quite obviously the most coins you've ever seen on the line for a wager. 5,000 coins on the line, yes, I know, a lot. Talking of coins, if you do want some coins yourself, check in the description for your place to buy coins. Use the discount code GameFace for 6% off. You won't be able to find 5 grand coins to buy on there, but you can buy, obviously, 100 grand and above. And yeah, let's get straight into this wager. Now let me just quickly explain myself. I obviously have more than 5 grand to spend, however the opponent that I came up against did not. Now this is the team I had come up against. As you can tell, it is, yeah, quite sweaty. Falcao obviously up front, he's got this silver, I've never even seen him before, but he links up with Falcao and James Rodriguez really well, and obviously Guarin as well. So yeah, I was in for a tough ride. I don't really know what my opponent is like. He is my friend, but I've never played him before, so yeah, we were in for a very interesting game. Now early on I thought it was vital to keep hold of the ball just to see how good this guy was, and I thought it would be really important to do that. Early on you can see Lukaku burst through and he scores to make it 1-0, and we're only 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the game, and that is game time as well. That's not even real life, that could have been 30 seconds into the game. We're already in the lead, and at the moment this huge jackpot appears to be mine. Now, to be fair to him, he did step up his game a little bit after that. As you can see, going on the attack here with Cuadrado, and really just outstrength Felipe Luis in the end. However, it's smothered by Tim Krul in the goal, and we get away with that one, only to have to defend a corner in the end. And you can see the ball gets whipped in here by Rodriguez. He uses a little fancy tactic thing. And in the end, we do eventually get it out, but as you can see, it does take some defending as he tries to put another one back in, and eventually it does get headed out, and we can go on the counter-attack. Now, Cabella lays it off to Lukaku, and this is when the connection issues start to happen, which is really my luck with wagers, actually. It always happens with me, and eventually the attack comes to nothing. Here we had a great opportunity, another ball through to Lukaku, and as you can see he goes bursting into the box. As he takes the shot, he does get brought down, and the referee decides to give a penalty. We'll watch this one back on the replay, and as he goes to shoot, he steps in front of him and brings down Lukaku, and it's Sami Nasri to step up, the captain. I wasn't too sure whether to change here or not. It's really tricky to tell. Obviously I assigned Nasri as my penalty taker originally. I do have a look at the other people I've obviously got to be able to take it. It was between Sanchez and Cabella really. In the end I decided to go for Cabella, and eventually when he decided to do his animation, we actually had a great opportunity to put ourselves 2 goals ahead, and that would really give us some nice breathing space actually to be able to go and win this 5 grand. Cabella steps up and he takes the penalty, and the keeper goes the wrong way. So we're 2 goals in the lead now, and this 5 grand is coming our way at the moment, and let's see whether we can get any more goals. This is where we start to step it up. Sanchez down the line here, does a little bit of skill, unnecessarily to be honest with you, comes down this line, passes it across, and we get a bit unfortunate with that. It ends up being a goal kick. Unfortunately we weren't able to score the sweaty goal, and in return they had a goal kick. Look at this though, Cabella hops up for it, doesn't win it. Sami Nasri does though, he gets the second ball into Lukaku. Watch this for strength, doesn't even need to go past any defenders there, he just blasts past them, so easy for him, and he scores, makes it 3-0. And this is only 35 minutes into the game. At the moment it is looking like it could be seriously embarrassing for this guy. Lukaku just scores again, brilliant really from him. You can actually see this team in a squad builder and see all the goals that I scored with this team, because there were some really good ones. That is available on my channel at the moment. You can see from kickoff though, he goes and hits the post. I couldn't believe it. It's so difficult to defend them kickoff glitches that they have, where they're just able to dribble past all your defenders and you're not really able to stop him. So he was starting to step up his game, even though I was 3-0 in the lead. He did have a couple of chances himself, but mine were the proper ones really. He didn't have too many more than I did. In fact, I don't think he had any more than I did. I probably did have the most shots, and you'll see that at half time probably. Or is it? He picks up the ball behind my midfielders, and you can see here this silver guy running down the line. Walker in the end manages to contain him, clears the ball up to Cabella. He wins the header. Wanyama now decides to hoof it up, doesn't go anywhere, and really we're left just kind of being a bit sloppy towards the end of this half. Look at this for a long ball. Through to Cabella, beats the defenders, and he scores. Brilliant stuff. I can play that long ball. Cabella's outdone the defenders somehow, and it has flown in the back of the net. Look at this for a ball. And a brilliant chest down and brilliant finish in the end, and that is now 4-0 just before half time, and we really must have sealed the game now. He wasn't looking particularly threatening at this stage, however he did start to turn on the skills, but we do go into half time winning 4-0, and at the moment this huge jackpot is coming my way, and we were really dominating I think on the stats there, but yeah, let's get on with the second half. Now in the second half I decided to change my approach slightly. I decided to go a bit more defensive and keep the hold of possession in the hope that we could try and maybe push for a fifth. I wasn't really wanting any more than 5 goals because I don't want to completely thrash players particularly and get ridiculous scores, so I did decide to hold back a bit, if I'm honest with you. It does sound a bit stupid, but I felt 4-0 would be easily enough to win this game, so I just thought I'd see it out. You might see me go on a few attacks here and again, but you can see from this free kick, Sanchez whips one in and Cabella's in there, but it doesn't actually go anywhere, so you can really see that my intent wasn't quite as good as it was in the first half. We were just passing it around a lot more here, not really having to go forward too much, just going back to Huth there and back out to the full-back, and really just into my centre mids, and it was a lot of that really throughout the second half, and you'll be able to see that in some of the other clips. However, this time I did smell blood. Lukaku holds the ball up here, lovely for Cabella. He takes the shot, and this time it is saved by the goalkeeper, and we were unable to capitalise on that opportunity. However, he does go right down the wing. Wanyama, I thought had this one, to be honest with you, and then Cuadrado keeps it in, goes past my full-back, and this is where we are in a real issue. He decides to pass it across the goal, and this time it fails. So yeah, there was a few actually of them. Whether I include them in the clips, I don't know. But I think it was about 4 failed attempts at sweaty goals, which, you know, I did do one myself at the start of the game, but it didn't go in. It went and hit the side netting, but in return he did hit me with 4 sweaty opportunities which he created. But he was getting a bit more of a foothold into the game this half, down to the fact obviously that I wasn't playing like I did in the first half. I was still obviously playing to win. I wasn't kind of asking for a draw or anything out of this game, but I just knew that we really had enough about us to take the win from this quite easily. We were getting quite near to the end of the game here. Again, we were just keeping the ball. I was really after the most percentage of possession in this half. Look at that for a ball out to Sanchez. He did actually have quite a lot of good attempts down that right hand side, but on this occasion he decided to come inside and he did lose the ball to Guarin. This allowed him to attack. As you can see, he decided to hold up the ball for a bit, then played it to Cuadrado down the right hand side, which gave him another sweaty opportunity. This time he took the shot, and it does go out for a corner, leading him with a good opportunity here to score and get a consolation goal, and he doesn't really do too much with it. We managed to kind of smooth the attack out, and in the end we managed to go on a bit of a counter attack. You can see Lukaku going here. Tries to get through the 2 defenders. It just about works. He keeps hold of it somehow. It just shows how good he is. We go for the sweaty one ourselves, and this time it didn't work again. So I think I've probably shown you 2 sweaty attempts from me, but believe it or not, there was actually, I think, 4, like I said in the previous clip, that he did. So that was part of my reasoning behind that, just kind of balance it out a bit. But as you can see, we did win the game 4-0, and we won the massive jackpot of 5,000 coins. Yes, that is pretty impressive, I know, and no doubt this will have been the biggest wager you've ever seen. You won't have seen a bigger one than this, but I did win the game 4-0 in the end. There was no more goals in the second half, so we got the 5 grand fairly easily in the end. If you look at the possession stats, which should come up in a minute, you will have seen, I believe I had the most possession, I had the most shots as well, I think it said there. And yeah, that is it, guys. I do now have to show you the fact that I did get the 5 grand just to confirm it, so yeah, we'll have a look at that. So here we go, this is the card that I listed. Slater he is called, and eventually he did decide to buy the card. Obviously I knew he was going to buy it because I know him, but it did take a couple of minutes, down to the fact that I obviously had to send him details, things like that. But we did get the 5 grand paid up very nicely. He sent me a bit of a message here, and you can see, there we go. He said done, and that led to me backing out and going back in, and he had bought Slater for 5,000 coins. You can just see him there, 5,000 coins, he has been bought. And yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, then please go leave a like and subscribe, that would be really appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hopefully, if we get a bit of luck, we might be able to push and get maybe a goal back here. Good opportunity. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get the pass through. And it's little things like that that you don't really get when you've got a team like this. That's a penalty, though. Brilliant opportunity here. We have been brought down in the box. 20th minute. Chris Smalling's got booked. And a brilliant opportunity to get back into the game. So no pressure here, definitely. But hopefully if we can get a goal here, we might be able to push on and possibly get a second. That's inside the box, surely. If that is outside, I'll be so annoyed. It's got to be inside. Yes, it is. I don't want my goalkeeper taking. That's the last thing I want. I'm going to get this guy to take. He's my best player. I don't even know what foot he is. He looks to be right. Hopefully we can get a goal here. Oh no, I hit that one way too much. Oh, I forgot to direct it. Oh my god. We have got lucky there. I completely forgot to direct it in the heat of the moment.